Esperanza TV presents Taste and See. The story for today: The Burnt House.
My name is Mira Delgado, and today I want to share how God blessed my family through a crisis. I have been living in Carlsbad, New Mexico for 5 years, but when we moved, we left the house behind in our old city, the city of Farmington. One night, my husband and I both had our cell phones out of battery, when suddenly someone knocked on the door. I remember it was midnight and, we heard someone knocking on the door. So, it was my sister because I recognized her voice. And when we opened the door, she said to me, "Your house is on fire." But we were still kind of asleep, and I said to her, "Which house?" Then she told me, "Your house in Farmington." And that's when we finally started to react, you know? In the blink of an eye, my husband and I got ready for the 7-hour trip.
I immediately told Marisol, "You know what? Get up, get some clothes ready." We got there and looked at the house. There was nothing left in the house.
When we arrived, the fire inspector confirms the worst: total loss. There was nothing left but ashes and debris. Usually, when there's a fire, the first suspects are the homeowners. So they started asking questions, trying to investigate further, and after a while, they had to tell us that it was intentional. The inspectors concluded that we had set the house on fire on purpose. It was a moment of anguish and helplessness. On top of that, the insurance company informed us that our house wasn't registered as our primary residence, which complicated the claims process. It truly felt as though every possible obstacle was stacked against us. After we talked to the inspector, we realized the truth: the house was lost. We decided to put everything in God's hands and prayed constantly from that moment until we got an answer from Him. Then, out of the blue, after all that time, the insurance company finally reached out to us. They called to offer a sincere apology. They had made a mistake in the records and finally covered all the losses. It's something you can't even really explain, you know? With words. What you feel when you know that God answers prayers and is always there.
God works in many ways. I told Marisol, I said, "Look, I put God first and look at how He blesses us."
Also, the firefighters gave us the only object that survived from the burned house. The fire inspector tells us, "Ma'am, I want to give you something that was left from your house," which was literally the only thing that remained, and I decided to take it and give it to you myself. And I said, "What could it be?" Then I saw that he handed me a Bible. The marks on the pages are a testament to their love. It has a very special meaning for us because it was like God was telling us, "I'm here, you know?" I mean, I'm still in control of everything. We sold that land and settled in Carlsbad. There, I joined a group with the dream of planting a Hispanic church. In 2019, that church was born. Today, I am a deaconess and a children's teacher. Afterwards, so many blessings came that when time passed and we were able to see them, that's when we said, of course, it was God's plan. God had everything under control and had a specific plan for us. God turns chaos into blessing, and even though we lost our home, our faith grew.
Taste and see.
Now let us prepare to be faithful to God with our tithe and offerings.